A conversation about the current situation in Venezuela took place at one of the most renowned universities in the nation's capital. Our DC reporter Claudia Morales was at the event and has more details on the story.
An unprecedented humanitarian crisis has caused over 7.1 million Venezuelans to flee their country. A group of panelists at Georgetown University gathered Monday to discuss their personal experiences as migrants outside their land, the largest exodus ever seen in the Americas. That's how panelists referred to the recent Venezuela migration at the event hosted by the Migration and Refugee Policy Initiative. David Smolansky says that there are several factors why Venezuelans keep risking their lives when crossing the border.
There are five main reasons why Venezuelans are fleeing. First of all is the humanitarian crisis. 1 out of 3 Venezuelans cannot eat 3 times a day. The second is the lack of medicines. Then the collapse of the public services. This is something that has gotten worse since 2019. Then you have the collapse of the economy. And then, but not least, is the human rights violations.
According to data from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, more than 150,000 Venezuelans crossed the southern border last year. Rafael Alfonso participated in the national protest that sparked as opposition to Nicolas Maduro regime in 2017.
Venezuelans don't want to leave the country. The reality is that Venezuelans are forced to leave, and we need to stop that. And the only way to stop that is stopping Maduro regime.
Students believe that this kind of events will bring a spotlight to the issue in hopes for change.
We're doing this event to create awareness and also to identify possible volunteers to help the migrants and inspire students to write papers or to do research or to get involved in any possible way.
Panelists also invited guests to join forces with Humanitarian Crisis, a nonprofit dedicated to help refugees and migrants. In Washington, D.C., I'm Claudia Morales for the South Florida Media Network.